Okay, everybody, appreciate you being here and good evening to everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Fast start and then offensively got in a little bit of a rut there. Made some careless errors. We got to coach and play that part better, but really good response in the second half, albeit some of the penalties, the post-snap penalties, which we have to be better at. But all in all, it was good to play a lot of players tonight. Certainly a lot of young guys got action and actually played at a high level, particularly the defensive line. They seem to get relentless pressure on the quarterback and do a good job stopping the run. Good to see those freshman linebackers get in there, get a couple of interceptions as well. So all in all, we handled our business and lots of areas to get better at. So questions, please.
Mario, how much do those reps for the younger players help them, as they continue to develop, going into, throughout this year into next year?
There's nothing like repetition. Nothing. There's nothing that you can do in practice. There's nothing you can do in a meeting room or walk through that could ever replace the value of that. The value of those reps are tremendous. So, and that's why we kept playing. I think both sides respect that. They want their guys to get reps, and we want our guys to get reps. And you saw a lot. I mean, I don't know the number of players that actually played, but it's most of the roster.
Different look on the left side of the line. Obviously, how do you assess how that?
Yeah, Jalen was a little bit banged up, so we decided to hold him this week. I think he'll be back really soon. There's nothing that's too serious there, but it was the right thing to do. And proud of Markel. I know he had the one holding call, but I mean, we kind of ring around the rosy that one, right? And that's hard to protect, but he played really well. I thought he played really well. I've seen it on film.
How valuable is it that you could have in the second game of the year know that, okay, if you get called upon, you now have, you played out of the right back?
Yeah, the honest truth is we got to do a better job coaching the other half of the roster and developing it. And players, all of us, we just got to do a better job getting that side developed, because that's the reality of it. I mean, games are going to come down to who's next that steps in, and not during just mop-up duty during critical times. So we have a very strong commitment to developing those guys in practice, spending extra time with them, watching the film, learning the systems, so that they can actually go out there and not only compete but bring value to the team. So yeah, I can't stress the value enough to your question.
Another good game from Tyler Barron. Just what stood out to you through his first two with you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's built like an avatar, and he's just explosive and just one of the most natural feels for the game of anyone I've seen. He understands leverage, angles. He's really smart. He's locked in. He's in tune with what's going on. He's always trying to figure out how to get better. He works hard. He's tough. He checks all the boxes, and now he's full throttle. And I think he's showing everybody what he's about. And like, as another hungry, driven dude, we've been blessed with some really good players that have come to our program, and it's our job to push them and help get them better.
Mario, what are your thoughts about the Florida A&M quarterback, Daniel Richardson? He was pretty good in Maine.
Yeah, great player, tough.
Yeah.
That guy knows how to play football. He's been playing football for a long, long time. Extends plays. He's on time with the ball. Great pocket awareness. Accurate. You saw him lower his head a couple times too. He's not afraid. I just saw him in the hallway right now, and certainly wish him the best for the rest of the season. I respect him, Coach Cozy, the rest of their team. They're a bunch of really good football players and tough guys that are going to have a great season.
Mario, I think you guys ran the ball, like, when the ones were in and stuff, I think 15, 16 times, give or take, with I think Fletcher and Martinez at 15 combined, and not for lack of effectiveness. I guess, how did you determine how much you kind of divide between throwing and running tonight?
Well, I don't think it's never a preset determination. Our coordinators, they put together good game plans, and when those guys get on a roll, you let them go, and if something doesn't quite work out, they're always assessing. We're always assessing together, moving forward. But how it is after, you want to think about questioning this or questioning that. And I mean, football, the entire time, these guys are trying to find ways to get yards and get points and move the sticks, get the ball to certain guys, right? Which we got to stay engaged. Sometimes when you don't get the ball to guys, they get a little bit disengaged. You can't do that. That's bull. That's baloney. So, but no, there's no set number of snaps we want to hand the ball on.
How about Wesley's play? It seemed to set the tone early on in the game.
Yeah, the ones defense. I don't know what they held them to rushing wise, but I believe it was maybe in the 20s, maybe a little bit less. I know they sprang that one run. early we pulled him out and got some reserves in, and they started bending a little bit, so we'd have to put him back in, goal line thing or whatnot. So, but then when the reserves started playing well, then we let it roll. So, but Wesley is off to a great start, had a great camp, and certainly the best is yet to come for him.
Zaquan made a couple of nice plays tonight, just
He did.
reacted fast.
He was locked in.
Yeah.
He was locked in. He had an interesting realization this week that's like, man, this college football stuff is hard. It requires a lot of time. I got to learn my stuff to be effective, be successful. And that he was going to do it. He had much better practices, and he earned the trust to go out there and to play, and he did not disappoint. And another one that we got to continue to do a really good job developing our young guys and playing them.
Mars, only 2 games, so can you find any other superlatives for Cam Ward and his play and how he's leading his team thus far?
Yeah, you can see what he brings to the table. I mean, what's he not doing is kind of more the question now. So for us, not the challenge, the exciting part is a guy like that, you find ways to challenge him, you know, because there's so much more that's in him and that he wants to do for the team. And he's very hard on himself, but he is the alpha dog leader. I know I've stated that term ad nauseum just about, but it's what he is, man, and it changes things. You know, it's certain guys bring a spark, right, and it catches with everybody. He's that guy. And on defense, it's been different guys. You know what I mean? You see Tyler Barron do it. Wesley did it, right? A couple Mesidor, has done it. Misha's done it. So an absolute, he's a real one, man. He's a stud.
What does it say about what does it say about him that he's diving for the pylon? You guys are up, I think, probably 35 or so at that point. He's diving for the pylon to get another touchdown. And what's going through your mind when you see him I think he kind of leapt head first towards the end zone.
He's not one of those like ceramic quarterbacks. He doesn't want to be that. I mean, this guy wants to flat out baller, man. He wants to play ball. And remember, he wanted to come to Miami to win and win a championship, and he wanted to improve himself as a player. And he is doing all those things. He is like actively and with purpose, has identified those things and is pursuing betterment in all those areas. That was one right there. I was kidding him about his speed on that. We'll check the GPS and see what it said, but great game by him, great play by Cam.
Great. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you.